Bike Buller event, 3-stage event here at Mount Buller in Victoria. They're often racing behind me. Have a look at all the action. Now with me is Sam from Rapid Ascent. Now, we've just recently seen the Otways. How different is this compared to that?
Oh, pretty different, yeah. Otways, not a rock to be found. And, you know, whilst it's hilly, it's not mountainous. Whilst now we're up in the beautiful Mount Buller area, and the trails are very different but equally enjoyable.
Talk to us about the first stage. What are we going to see in the first stage here at Mount Buller?
Well, the first stage, 25 Ks, it's really a blast around the local single track. So the resort here have built a whole network of trails in and around the village and neighbouring Cornhill, and pretty much we'll use the majority of that in this stage. Challenging, big berms, big descents, big climbs, a lot of fun.
At 1:16:30, well ahead of the pack. Andy, well done, congratulations. How did you feel?
Yeah, no, I had a really good race. Murray actually flattered early on, so took advantage of that and hit it pretty hard all the way home. So,
was it a pretty grueling track, or how was it out there?
Yeah, it's pretty slow going because there's a lot of really technical single track, which suits me, so I had an absolute ball out there. It was.
We saw some really hard uphill climbs there as well. What was probably the hardest part of the track for you personally?
Yeah, I mean, the hard, just fire road uphill, so I know Murray's pretty strong on that, so just, yeah, giving it everything I had up there and attacking on the downhill, so.
Well, congratulations, and what goes up must come down, so you're looking forward to the next stage?
Yeah, looking forward to put my feet up, have a feed, and then bomb down the hill again, so.
Fantastic, top to bottom at Mount Buller. Thank you very much, and well done.
Thank you.
Second place getter on today's stage, on the first stage, Murray Spink. How do you feel about second? I understand you had a bit of trouble out there on the track.
Wasn't the best ride I've had. Yeah, flat tyre out there sort of pushed me back a bit. I managed to catch up quite a few spots, but not really sitting where I'd like to be at this stage.
Jess, no stranger to the show. You're doing a great job on the trick tips. Now, also no stranger to this event. You actually won last year. How'd you go now?
Well, this one I came second. I've no idea how far behind first place I came. It's always going to be a tough call. Tori Thomas, she's a bit of a gun in this sort of territory. She's a bit of a mountain goat. So my job today and tomorrow is to just go for the GC, the general classification, and try and pip her at the post at the very end.
Yeah, just shave seconds off.
Yeah, hopefully put the pressure on so she maybe gets a flat or you know, a little bit of over the handlebars or something. Okay, back with Sam again. Now, behind me is something a little bit different. We don't really see this too often. This is Mount Buller in the summer, obviously, and this is the Blue Bullet Chair. This is Burke Street here. Now, what's the significance of this?
Well, here, normally covered in snow in winter when it's normally seen. Today, it is the start of Stage 2, our Super D Mount Buller descent. A long way down.
So they're starting literally from the very top of the mountain?
They're basically starting at the top of the mountain in groups of 5. Yep. It's a Super D format. They start in groups of 5, setting off every 20 seconds. And so it's a race your mates type of format. from here, descending 1,100 metres, possibly the longest descent people have ever ridden, 1,100 metres over 12 k's from here all the way down to the ticket booth at the bottom of the mountain.
That's a long way down. Okay, Tori, I know the number's not quite right on your bike because I do believe you've come in first on both stages so far. How do you feel about that?
We don't know where the other girls are, of course, but I feel pretty happy. That was really fun.
Yeah. Was the track quite challenging, or have you done this before?
No, it's sort of just strange. Like, you're just going so fast on the fire roads, and there's just people kind of pinging off the track, and it was great. And the river crossings, little bit of kind of adventure out there. It's good.
Well done to you, and welcome to the leader of the pack.
Thanks very much.
Okay, I'm standing with a gentleman who may not mean much to you guys at home because you probably don't know him, but he means a whole lot to the mountain bike industry. Glenn Jacobs, tell us a little bit about exactly what you do here and what's your role in the mountain bike industry.
I design and build mountain bike tracks. I was the first professional mountain bike trail builder in the world back in the early 90s, and built 260 tracks in 18 countries, and I am back in Australia and based in Australia, and my company designs tracks just solely in Australia now.
And even more specifically, this track that the riders are on today.
Yeah, Mount Buller. This is our third year we've been here. We're building, it's a 5-year program, 5-stage program, and we are entering the final leg of trail building here. We're on a trail that goes to Mount Sterling and back at the moment, which will be open at Christmas time.
So, okay, let me just wrap my head around this. Do you get out there with a shovel and a rake and do this by hand, or how does this all happen?
Mixture of both. We have machinery, rubber track excavator, which is 1.5 tonne, leaves a path, a corridor of about 1,200 wide millimetres, and then we do the shovels too. We've got a big crew of us. We go through, cut the corridor, look at the flow lines, we look at the iconic lookouts and the rocky bluffs and everything like that, and then basically joined by dots all the way through. It's great.
Okay, the end of stage 2, and what a day it's been so far. Sam, now, unfortunately, we're going to have to leave you here,